Akademiks, and check it out now. It's lit. Now, if you ever want to know about OVO Sweatshop, man, listen, the good old nice boy from Degrassi, that nigga is out of here, man. Y'all could tell Drake's persona and character. And by the way, we've heard this from Quentin Miller himself. Basically, if Quentin Miller gets socked in his jaw by Drake's mortal enemy, Meek Mill at the time, and he calls Drake like, yo, Drake, they just called me at a Nike store, they punched me in my mouth. Meek Mill slapped me with a rollie. And Drake looked at Quentin Miller and said, nigga, be safe in these streets. Click. Hung up on that nigga, man. Told that nigga, bruh, that's what happens when you venture outside the goddamn vicinity of the OVO Sweatshop. You might get socked in the mouth. You know they're not playing around at OVO, man. The hit song's got to come by any means necessary. Party Next Door is losing weight by the minute. McCona was losing so much weight he had to get the fuck out and go to Burger King. And basically, we know there's niggas in the sweatshop we've never heard of since they got in there, so we know shit is serious. Now, one of the casualties of the OVO Sweatshop, Detail. All right, a guy that worked with Drake back in 2012, 2013 when Drake was crafting a record album called Nothing Was the Same. He gave Drake two dope songs, actually two of my favorite songs on the record. One was, of course, 305 to My City, and the other record that he gave Drake was a song called Own It. Okay, now apparently, and by the way, if y'all notice, if you see when Drake collabs with the Migos, that song drops on OVO Records. He collabs with McCona gets signed, drops on OVO Records. He collabs with even the kid from England, Dave, that Wanna Know remix, dropped on OVO Record. Even the Fetty Wap song, which is My Way, the My Way remix, dropped on OVO Records. Basically, man, Drake's a nice guy. But when it comes to business, when you're the biggest artist in the game, you gonna make some shit go your way. That's how shit goes. Now, Detail, after giving Drake two hot songs, apparently, he claims that Drake looked at him like, bruh, I want you to executive produce my next project and I want you to exclusively produce an OVO. Now, Detail, a guy who also produced other people, including Beyonce and, of course, Lil Wayne. He gave Lil Wayne no worries. He looked at Drake like, I don't think we could do that, Playboy. Only thing I could only produce for y'all. Okay, I'm not down with a sweatshop activity. And apparently and allegedly, okay, he was invited over to Drake Calabasas' crib in the summer of 2014 to have a talk, okay? And he said as soon as he walked in the fucking door, he said he got a right hand to the fucking mouth from Drake's goon, a guy named Chubbs, okay? Now, apparently, he said he was beaten to the point that he was bleeding profusely. He put up multiple pictures online of his bruises, busted lip. He was fucked up. Drake basically told him, if you ain't gonna give us the beats for the album, nigga, we gonna give you the beats, okay? Now, it's now in court. He's been suing Drake for pain and suffering, been suing Drake for hospital bills and all these other things. And again, listen, a celebrity whoop your ass, you gotta sue him, okay? Even if it's not Drake and it's Drake's mans, you just gonna blame Drake saying Drake did it or Drake told him to do it, right? Now, Drake has filed a motion in court because Drake has to respond to this, right? Drake has filed a motion in court now to say, hey, judge, could we ban all the evidence of hearsay, which means anything that's came from TMZ or social media, the internet, DJ Akademiks video, anything like that in terms of hyping up the story like we brutally beat him up because he didn't want to make us. We don't want those things to be considered. We just want the facts and we want him to give his account. We'll give our account. We'll give our evidence to say we didn't do it. If he has evidence, bruises, whatever, he could show those. But anything from the internet cannot be used, okay? Now, you might be saying, why? Now, Drake is saying Drake is popular, and blogs love covering Drake, even if it's not a story. So they'll throw his name in it with anything and make it a story. So if some of those things that get kind of hyped up just for clicks and views actually make it to court, is going to make Drake look worse than it actually is. All right? Now, the motion actually stated verbatim and said, due to the plethora of news stories available, and after observing Detail's inclination towards muddying the waters by introducing said news stories during the deposition of Chubbs, Drake is concerned Detail may try to introduce those same stories at trial. So basically, a deposition is where they ask you a bunch of questions, and they probably start saying, hey, well, this one article said this other article said this, and basically Drake is saying, that's all cool in a deposition, but y'all can't bring that to court because that's hearsay. Y'all can't bring gossip to court, bring facts, okay? And that's actually a good point by Drake. That's obviously good lawyer work on whoever is representing Drake and Chubbs, and we'll see how it goes, man. It sounds wild to me, but we've heard another artist say he was kind of strong-armed by Drake. That was McConan, who said Drake and his homies approached him at a party and threatened to fuck him up, right? And this was after he allegedly may have said some slick shit about Drake, so we don't know if that's how Drake really gets down. So we will see what it is. However, Drake attorneys are saying, don't put none of that in court because it's only going to confuse the jury and skew their interpretations of what happened and might actually fuck up their decision from being clean and without bias. Okay, we'll see. Get in the comment box, make sure you guys like them, subscribe. What do you guys think, man? Yeah, Drake, they say Drake was fucking up producers, bro. I don't know. It's your boy Akademiks. Drake on the Suge Knight shit. Damn.